Greetings to you live from the second edition of the Drexel Food Waste Challenge. Today we have 3 special chefs, and they will be tasked with making a dish from these 3 secret ingredients. We have brew citrus, poi dog sauces, and old bread. They have 60 minutes on the clock. Who will take home the title of the Drexel Food Waste Warrior?
Hi, my name is Chef Clara Park. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm the founder-owner of Etc. Philly, a culinary center. I've been cooking for about 20 years, and I'm most excited for this challenge because I think that we all need to do our part to reduce food waste. And just because it's not the most attractive or appealing looking doesn't mean that it can't be made delicious.
Hi, my name is Chuck Ziccardi. I'm an assistant clinical professor here at Drexel and a chef. And I have been growing and wasting food for half of my life. So I'm interested in this food waste challenge because I've been practicing for the last 20 years and my chef life not to waste food and how to make money out of that potentially wasted food.
Hi, my name is Tonii. I'm from Philly. I'm also a Drexel alumni. And now I am a culinary teacher, I would say, adjunct professor at the Community College of Philadelphia. For this challenge, I look forward to learning something new about food waste, food scraps, and upcycling.
Hi, I'm Paige McFadden. I'm a culinary arts student. It's my second year at Drexel. I'm graduating 2027, and you'll see me throughout the episode helping the chef, running to grab pots and pans, and supporting them.
Today, we're in for a special treat. Chef Clara here is going to turn these simple ingredients into a show-stopping dish. Let's watch as she starts us off. The pot is getting hot, with our 3 chefs cooking up something new for us. Chef, can you name me some common food scraps that are traditionally thrown out in kitchens?
Carrot tops, potato peels, citrus peels, and veggie scraps.
All valid answers. Thank you, Chef. Look at all those lemon skins. Zested at that. Thanks, Chef Clara, for doing your part to help reduce food waste. Don't forget to compost it. Chef, can you tell me what is the greenhouse gas that is released when food waste is decomposed?
That would be methane.
That is correct. Look at this earthy green spread we have before our eyes, and oop, I spy a poi dog sauce. How exactly is Chef Z going to pull this all together? Chef, what are some key strategies that chefs can employ in their restaurant to reduce food waste?
Be smarter about menu design, try to cook everything from scratch, and minimize scrap.
What exactly could Chef Tonii be looking for? Oh wait, it's me, your host. Don't worry, Chef Tonii, I'm on my way over to ask a few more questions. Chef Tonii, can you tell us a little bit more about what you're thinking of preparing today?
So when I saw the 2 sauces, I knew that they are based from like Hawaiian inspired, but I saw guava and I associated guava with like the Caribbean, so I was thinking like Puerto Rican. So I saw some salami, so Puerto Ricans, pork, guava, that's what I'm going. I don't know what it is, but that's my inspiration.
Sounds delish. Can't wait to tap into that. Thanks, Chef. Chef,
Yes.
can you tell the viewers at home what you're making today?
So I saw katsu and donkatsu, Japanese fried pork cutlets, like one of my favorite things to eat. So traditionally it's served with the katsu sauce and then a shredded cabbage salad. So I'm doing the vegan version with Beyond Meat, and then I'm gonna use the guava katsu, and then I use the lemon in my salad dressing, and I use the leftover bread in my breadcrumbs, and then the sauce is probably gonna be used as is.
Nice. Thanks, Chef. Chef, can you tell us and the viewers at home what you're making today?
Okay, that's a good question, but I'm going to take a run at it. It's a warm mushroom salad with locally grown greens and herbs, and poached egg, and focaccia croutons, guava vinaigrette.
Sounds very flavorful.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. And you know what? You can't get more local than the Drexel Garden. Thanks, Chef. Chefs, we now have 30 minutes on the clock. Chef, can you tell us how you personally work to reduce food waste in your home?
I buy everything whole. So I buy whole chickens, I buy whole vegetables, and whatever I don't eat immediately, I put in stocks so that I'm not wasting anything.
Thank you for that helpful tip. I hope you guys can do that at home too.
Thanks.
Steal my bread and call me a crouton. There is no way Chef Tonii is done before time is up. What am I even here for then? Guess I might as well just leave the show now. Greetings to you live, everyone. We are now going to take a quick intermission to introduce our wonderful guest judges. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Matthew Schaffner. I'm a first year in the Culinary and Food Science Master's program here in the graduate assistant in the Drexel Food Lab. Also previous winner of the Drexel Food Waste Challenge.
Hi, I am Brooke Olasewere. I am currently the manager of the 6th floor here at Drexel. I've been with the company for a year. Glad to be part of the family.
Hello, and I'm Bob Reusche. I have no culinary experience, but I did eat food for a lot of years. And so I'm looking forward to this today. I'm a member of the Drexel Food Lab Advisory Board. So happy to be here and see some friends cooking today. All right, let's give it a whirl.
A lovely group we have here. I cannot wait for you all to try our lovely chef's dishes. See you soon.
Hello, for you today I've made a Beyond Meat cutlet in Japanese style. So instead of donkasu, instead of pork, I use Beyond Meat. Then I use the lemon in the salad dressing. So I made a creamy dressing with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of green garlic, and a little bit of the huli sauce, because it's got a little pineapple in it. Then I made, instead of balsamic onions, I did balsamic guava katsu onions. And then the sauce, the guava katsu, is as is. So there's a little bit of lemon juice in all the vegetables to give it a little bit of brightness and acidity. I used both sauces, and then I used the breadcrumbs to bread the cutlet. I apologize, it's not as crispy as it should be because it kind of sat off a little bit. Bon appetit, enjoy.
Okay, so what you have here is sort of the star of it, right, is the poached egg. So I was spinning off of that, but you have a poached egg that has locally grown greens and herbs in the greens. So that should be, those greens will be strong. It's not just lettuce in there. And then sauteed mushrooms. So it's like a mushroom salad, herb salad. And then the idea is when you cut into that egg is that sauce should go down through everything, and sort of that fat and creaminess should make it all work. particularly that you have a guava lime vinaigrette in there. So now you got sweet, you got salty, and you got strong herby, and then the fat from the egg should kind of like settle that all down. Bon appetito.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Tonii. Today I have presented for you, it's a barbecue pork, which was salami. And then at the bottom, it's like a stovetop mix, like my version of it. It's with the bagels, and I put a little couscous in there. I want to go back to the pork. Inside the pork, the base is a sofrito, is for both of them. I kind of was inspired once I saw guava. I'm not too honed to condiments, so once I was like trying to figure out how I'm going to use these condiments, I saw guava and I was like, oh, like, you know, Caribbean. I started thinking about where I can go. They had salami, so I was like pork, Caribbean, Puerto Rican. So that's kind of was my inspiration behind there. And then on top, you'll see like a little, just a garnish of mint, lime, sugar. I actually use both of the sauces because I used the guava one first and then I need some sweetness. So instead of adding sugar, I added a little bit of the Hawaiian sauce. Yeah, enjoy. You're welcome.
And the winner, this edition's Drexel Food Waste Challenge is, drumroll please,
My choice of picking Chef Z's was just a combination of everything. The freshness of the herb and lettuce salad mixed with the light vinaigrette that had a little acidity, sweetness to it, and the mushrooms. Like, they were perfectly seared, juicy, and then the poached egg.
I did really like how Chef Z used the sauce, because it did feel the most, like, maybe the most transformative for the sauce, because it is sort of like a barbecue saucy thing, and so using it in that way makes total sense, but then using it in the vinaigrette is also just interesting in its own sort of way.
I'm feasting with my eyes and tasting with my eyes, and the first thing that popped out on that dish was just the color, the way it was layered. I mean, it just really jumped out. And then once you cut into the egg, then you got motion on the dish. I mean, it's what you look for when you dine. You want that motion, you want that energy, and we felt it in that dish. Tonii's yours was great. It was a nice combination when all the ingredients were combined. I can't believe what you did, Clara, with an Impossible Burger. I really can't. I mean, yes, it wasn't crispy, but the flavors that came through were really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job. Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in to this edition of the Drexel Food Waste Challenge. We hope you enjoyed our delicious dishes from these wonderful chefs. And that is all, America. Go food waste reduction.